Welcome back to I'd Have a Beer. We are here. We got one more series left to play before it's the big show. The Eagles survive yet another week. Mike will probably have a lot to talk about with that. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes face off yet again. Here we go.
What we got going on this week? We got a lot going on. We're going to talk about the Eagles, a heartbreak in Detroit, Jayden Daniels, Mark Andrews, if he's still out there somewhere, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, the matchup that we always see. Mikey Bugatti has some fun facts for you, and then we're going to go back to the Eagles, okay? And then, of course, we're going to close it out with beers. Beers, absolutely. But before we get into any of this, before we jump into this slew of things, Manny Motts, I'd have a beer.
I'd have a beer, and there's a fresh one. Mikey Bugatti, what are you drinking
This is
tonight?
nice. Actually, what I have is pretty nice. It's called the fourth quarter. Nothing but football over here because this weekend's game is definitely going to come down to the fourth quarter all the way to the end. This is fourth quarter by Prairie Artisan Ales. It's a sports drink inspired for with natural flavors. It's a sour. And some fans might be sour after this weekend, but it sure ain't going to be me. Let's get into this.
Yeah, good. Congratulations.
Feeling good.
I'm glad you're feeling good about that. Unlike me, I'm
What
drinking a torpedo because that's exactly what the Giants organization did with Saquon Barkley this year. With Saquon Barkley, they completely torpedoed this whole thing, and that is what I'm drinking tonight to educate everybody on how I feel, considering Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia Eagles are one game away from going to the Super Bowl his first year on a new team. Saquon Barkley is the best, and the Giants have completely torpedoed our franchise.
I love that when
Thank
we
you.
were just talking about beers before we came on here, he was very soft and kind about it. He's like, yeah, I got like a good one. You're going to like it. It's going to be pretty good. Pissed. He is pissed today. Rightfully so. So cheers to you for that one, for your torpedo for Saquon.
Saquon Barkley.
Let's talk about the Eagles, where he is now. What more do you want from me as an Eagles fan? What more can I say about it? They're winning. They're winning, and they're smashing records, and they're getting hate on, and they're the underdogs still, and no one believes in them. And all the analysts say that Jalen Hurts is no good, except he plays the same game as Josh Allen. It's them. Josh Allen is the best in the world, but Jalen Hurts isn't. I get hate in text messages from friends, and why are you always talking shit? Because I have to. You make me the villain. You shit on me every day. The only time I hear from my friends is 3 times this year I heard from my friends. When was that? Is when the Eagles lost the game. But the other 14 weekends, you didn't see me texting them. I would just text them. I say, that's one. That's another. There's 3. There's 4. Okay, so Eagles fans get a bad rep, but you make us the villain. And you know what? Yeah, now we want to be the villain. I will be the villain. You want us to be the villain? We're the villain, and we're going to go to the Super Bowl, and we're going to win, and the super villains are going to win. And the only time that you might root for us is when we play against the Chiefs, because there's a bigger super villain at stake. He is Thanos, and we're the super villain underneath, okay, that you forget about. That's what I feel right now about the Eagles. This is the hate we receive, and this is why we give it back. This is why we throw snowballs at Santa. This is why we boo you out of the stadium. This is why we make sure you feel less of a human when you walk in Lincoln Financial. Go Birds.
I agree with like 90% of what you said, except the part where you say you're not a villain. Let's educate some people on this mysterious group chat that you had every time you beat somebody
different.
in fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Yeah. Oh, that's different.
Fantasy football is totally different.
Yeah.
It's a mental game. It's a mind game.
And you're not playing mental games with us. Let me read you the last text message from Mikey Bugatti in our group chat following the win against the Rams, or one of them last week. Let's see. Thank you, Manny, for Saquon. That's what he has to say. That's just, thank you. As we respond, big Washington fans next week.
You guys are a fan of any other team other than the Eagles, always and forever. There's never like, hey man, good luck. Those words have never come out of any of yours mouth. And that's just how it's always going to be. That's just how it's always going to be.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like that, especially how I started this episode with how the Giants torpedoed the beginning of the season with sending our best player to Philadelphia and then him having a Hall of Fame year. I think to reroute this conversation based on the game last week against the Rams, is it fair to say if they don't have Saquon Barkley, they don't win that game?
No.
Yeah.
I think
definitely. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that big run where he takes it 75 yards to the house.
We were still winning
They're
at that
losing
point.
that game.
We were.
Yeah, but what was the final score?
28-22. We were up by 4.
Okay, you take 6 points off the board.
Game.
Then Matt Stafford doesn't have to make a miracle with like 10 seconds left in the end zone in the snow.
And he didn't. There are a couple.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I saw some pass interference on the defense on that play. They shoved them out of bounds, I think.
And that's the way they chose. They wanted a 28-22 game, and that's what they get. The Eagles fans.
Who wanted that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Eagles fans wanted that. I thought for sure LA was playing for all the fires in LA. They had a little extra juice. Everyone was repping like
LFAD.
Los Angeles. Everybody was repping that.
It
looked good. It was a close game. If you're going to sit here and tell me that was your asshole wasn't puckered at one point in the game, you're crazy.
I was nervous
that was
when we were up 28-22 and they had like a minute left and they're at like an 80-yard line and then they get that big 40-yard pass. I'm like, stop them don't do that. I did get a little nervous right then and there.
I will say though, for everybody rooting against the Eagles, there is some hope this upcoming week because it feels like every game the Eagles play, they lose a key defensive player. I feel like you guys are getting beat up. LA beat you guys up. You guys walked away with the win, but you guys were limping off that field. There was players injured. I mean, the conditions didn't help either. Jalen Hurts looked like he hurt his foot, his leg, his arm, his knees, everything. It looked questionable. I think Saquon Barkley saved. I think that was a Saquon
he had
Barkley
208 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Good. Not a lot of balls in the air.
It's not snowing. We throwing.
Yeah.
We're not the Patriots. Okay, if it's snowing, we running. We got Saquon. Why would you not run the ball?
Yeah.
This is
clean swap. Would you take Josh Allen over Jalen Hurts?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
You live and you die with the team that is given to you. I'm not going in an all-star fashion and taking another player and putting on my team. If you offered me Mahomes, I would say no. If you offered me prime Tom Brady, I would say no. I want to win with what we have. You make the best. You might not have the most of everything, but you make the best of everything you have. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's the Giants slogan.
No, the Giants slogan is torpedo.
That can't be true in Philadelphia.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And they put their hands on it like believe in Ted Lasso.
If you had Tom Brady on your team, you guys as an organization would have more than one Super Bowl.
I can agree with you there, too.
My life savings on that.
I can agree with you there too. But this is not a show in which we mock redrafts or wish for other players. It's
hypotheticals here. This is hypothetical corner with Manny Mots. It's a 5 second.
I don't want
Josh
Allen. I think Josh Allen. If you take Josh Allen off the Bills, I think the Bills are nothing. That's what I think.
Oh, Josh Allen is Superman. He literally wears the colors of Superman.
Yeah.
He is Superman. I agree with you there. You take him out of that.
But if you take Jalen Hurts off the Eagles will still win those games. So I don't need Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, I agree. Oh yeah,
we would crush.
You guys,
for sure, we would crush.
Yeah, you guys would. I would be. We wouldn't probably be doing this podcast. It'd probably be every other week because I wouldn't want to talk about how you put up 52 points.
We'd have Lions numbers and then undefeated all the way through. That's what it would be.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So here we go. The matchup everybody thought was going to come out of the NFC. We got, the NFC beasts NFC East, the Beast,
Sorta.
kind of, sort of, two teams. And look at us, Washington Commanders. Can they be the team of destiny this weekend against the Eagles and just completely kill Saquon Barkley's Hollywood Hall of Fame tour and run to the Super Bowl? I don't know.
I have two nice things to say about Jayden Daniels and the Commanders, and this is all you're going to hear from me about them ever again. Jayden Daniels looked amazing.
Okay.
He looked incredible. He played an unreal game. But did he play against a torn down and injured defense where 20 of their main defenders were injured and out of the game, so it made sense for them to take it down? Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
And if I was Jayden Daniels and I won the Super Bowl, I would retire right after and go 1-for-1 as the greatest QB to be in the league. I join the NFL, I win the Super Bowl, I retire. No one could able to beat me the way that, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, you're
What's
right.
better than 100%? What's better than that? Tom Brady never did that. Patrick Mahomes never did that. I entered the league 18 weeks ago, and 18 weeks later, I won the Super Bowl. Retire. Sick.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up because I want to get this. I want to get this right. Okay, yeah. So, yes, I agree, 100%. Lions missing like everybody on defense pretty much by this point in the year. Heartbreak for Detroit Lions. I was sitting there blitzed out of my mind watching this game because we were day drinking all day, and then the wheels were falling off. But I got in front of a television late at night and watched this game play out, and I thought I was hallucinating when the almighty Lions were losing to the Washington Commanders. Yeah. Okay. So that was me being neutral about that game. I have some concerns with Washington Commanders. How do you let up 31 points? Okay. How do you thank God you scored 45, but you let up 31, as you alluded to before about the defense of the Lions. Yeah. That could be dangerous because I think, this year particularly, the Eagles have a pretty good defense.
Number one.
I think
they're
they
number
ride
one defense
on
right
their
now.
defense.
And you have Jamar Gibbs getting 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. What do you think? You think Saquon Barkley's not going to get better numbers?
Yeah. Saquon Barkley.
And the wide Amon St. Brown had 137 yards. You tell me A.J. Brown can't do the same?
Well,
he's honing his inner excellence.
That there's something with A.J. Brown, either the Eagles organization in a whole, or something with Jalen Hurts and him. I wouldn't be surprised. However, how this season, how many more years do you guys have?
I think we only have him on 3 years. Yeah.
Okay, so this could be the last year, maybe one more. I wouldn't be surprised if we see A.J. Brown playing for another team in 2 years. I think he's just one of those guys, kind of like Tyreek Hill now, where he needs to be like the number one guy. And if he's not the number one guy, he's on the sideline reading books.
That's fair to say.
Is that fair to say? I think that's
fair.
I'm not saying he's not a good player, and I'm not saying when he's gotten the ball, he does magical things. But I think he got that
receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, granted, the conditions of that game, if you watched it, it was snowing in Philly, wasn't good, wasn't that many passes, but I think he got the ball 4 times.
Right. And when he did get past you, he did catch them.
I don't know. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I have a feeling if the Eagles win this game this weekend, it'll be the Saquon Barkley show again. I feel like this guy, he's gotten to the point where, if the Eagles' offense is struggling, just hand him the ball off.
There was that one play where he looked at him, he's like, I can run this right now. He's like, watch this. Yeah, look at this shit. Pass me the ball.
Yeah, watch this. It's like it was like, watch this. Like the defense was all taking water breaks.
He's like, go
somehow
ahead and give
the
me the
clock
ball,
was still going.
Look at this. And then he's like slapping his head as he's running it.
So for those reasons, again, is why I'm drinking a torpedo, because he was on the Giants
that he's only 184 yards away from the all-time rushing record. Yeah, I'm excited too.
Oh, I'm very excited. I don't know if you heard. I'm very excited. but that's not what I'm asking if you heard about. But
I saw
Daniel Jones was in
Mhm.
attendance at that game.
that.
Sterling Shepard was in attendance of the game. Probably the GM and the owner, because they're just
How
looking
did
at
we
it
let
like,
this guy go?
huh, really?
Oh,
He's doing that?
we just need a
Oh,
better
got
defense.
it. Yeah.
Let
Let me clarify, though, for everybody that's a Giants fan out there that's saying, Manny, are you fucking stupid? Obviously, he wouldn't be doing these things behind the offensive line on the Giants if he
He
stayed
was
with the
still
Giants
putting up like
this year.
1,200,
He wouldn't be doing
1,300
that.
yards. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why it was
He
so
would have.
frustrating. He
He
would do
wouldn't be
incredible,
having.
but somehow you guys got with 6 wins.
Oh, yeah. Because after a while,
Yeah.
it's easy to call a game
Saquon Barkley.
against the offense. Just
Yeah.
like 26 is getting
Yeah.
the ball.
He's got
Don't
75
even worry
carries.
about the wide
Go to that
receivers.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting the ball. Yeah, and so I'm sure Shayshawn Barkley is going to have another good game. But can Washington Commanders offense respond? That's what you need to do. When the Eagles march down the field and score, you need to be able to respond. You can't be putting in a
You
hole
can't.
and playing from behind. It seems to be the curse of death.
We'll
once
see
that
how it
happens.
goes.
And we'll see. I don't know. Commanders
They
fans are
got nothing
juiced
to
up, though,
lose.
because they got
Yeah.
their guy, obviously.
Yeah.
You got your guy, and that's like
Yeah.
87% of the battle with an organization. You got your guy. The guy drafts. He's one game away from going to a Super Bowl. Like Mike said, he's gonna be 100% in one season. And does he retire because nobody else has done that? Been drafted and starts and brings this team to a Super
Wild.
Bowl and then wins.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, Super Bowl, MVP of the Super Bowl, retires. What a career.
Think about who he had to beat to get here.
Take down the Lions. Take down Saquon.
2 weeks ago, I'm saying
Yeah,
the Lions
yeah.
are the best team in the NFC.
He had to take down the Buccaneers, who are powerhouse.
Okay.
Take down the Lions, then come try and take down the
Yeah.
Eagles, and then go Josh Allen and or Patrick Mahomes. What a sick story.
Dude,
I'd retire. I
I'd
would retire. Yeah.
I do commercials.
Hi, my
I just
name's
do
Jayden Daniels, the best
commercials.
QB ever to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever.
Ever.
1 for 1. You should get your tires down here at Discount Tires. Yeah.
Everything. Jayden Daniels Toyota, Jayden Daniels Walmart, Jayden Daniels Costco, Jayden Daniels uses Samsung TVs, he does Old Spice, and he never has to do anything ever again.
It's like,
and he's 26.
It's like that Family Guy commercial. He's like, if you score a deal over here at Toyota, it'd be a touchdown. And he puts his hands up. That would be perfect.
Yeah. And then here's a check for $2 million.
Every month. Thank you for
Every
that.
month. Thank you. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not upset with Shayshawn Barkley. I don't want the Eagles to win. If there was a way that Saquon could win and the Eagles could lose, I would take that alternate option. But there isn't a world where that can happen. But on the other side, people could say Saquon Barkley has already won. Being able to do what he's already done this year and how many T-shirts and hats he's gotten, I think he's already won. So
this is his first conference championship game in his career. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's true. Does college?
Nope. And then the Super Bowl will be his first Super Bowl ever in his career. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, a lot of firsts could happen coming out of the NFC following this Eagles-Washington game. A lot of firsts for many players. We'll see. Yeah, so AFC. What do you want to say about AFC now? Because that's also monstrous.
Mark Andrews, where are you? Where are you? You must be hiding. You must be hiding.
Gone.
You must be getting death threats. Mail, DMs, the front door, text, voicemails, bricks through the window. I would hide for years. I'd go on vacation for months. You would never hear from me again. How do you drop that ball? Yeah.
I see him drop the first ball, okay? Important pass at the time, too. I saw him drop the first one. I'm like, wow, okay, that sucks. They were moving. Okay, Lamar Jackson, who has been given shit all of his NFL career on he can't win the big ones. He chokes. He's not good. He sucks. He's never bringing his team. He's just a runner. He's not Michael Vick. He's Lamar Jackson. He sucks. Brings them all the way down the field. Okay. Brings them all the way down the field in Buffalo in like frigid temperatures. He's like, you like that, Kirk Cousins? How you doing? Brings them all the way down the field. They score a touchdown. They need to go for 2. And Mark Andrews in the corner catches it and then drops it. And that's the game, folks. I wanted it. I wanted to catch that ball because I wanted overtime.
I wanted to be entertained.
I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, but I also thought too, if this game goes to overtime, Josh Allen's going to have a stroke because he has lost. He has lost in overtime like every time, pretty much in the playoffs. If Josh Allen goes to the playoffs, it was like an immediate loss for him. So he couldn't feel good about that one. And then I think the Bills Mafia just sent an extra gust of wind down to Mark Andrews and blew that ball out of his hands.
I thought he had it. I'm going to be honest. I watched him. He caught it, and I heard people go, whoa! And then they're like, oh. And I was like, no.
I saw whoever the defensive back was like make the motion like incomplete. And I'm like, because I might have looked away for a split second. I don't remember, but I'm like, what do you mean? Did he drop it? And then they showed it in slow motion. I'm like, this fucking guy's got stone hands.
Yeah, it was tough. Oh. Tough day for the Baltimore Ravens. Bills win 27-25 to create the matchup that we always see every year. Bills versus Chiefs in the AFC Conference Championship. Big brother versus little brother. I'll see you here again sometime soon, like they always say. Is Patrick Mahomes just going to own him forever? Because it would honestly kind of make me happy if that was a scenario that always happened. I think I would love that scenario. And I would love that they get the 8 o'clock matchup, Josh Allen, Mahomes. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited.
It's going to be a great one. It's going to be a great one. What's different for Josh Allen and the Bills this year than the 3 other times that they played the Kansas City Chiefs and lost?
They don't have Stephon Diggs. Yeah. So they don't have their big wide receiver out there. Who are they tossing it to?
Do they have Hart?
Is that what they have this year? Is that who's bringing them down the field to win?
It's like, do they have Hart? Maybe they have Hart.
Josh Allen is running more than all his running backs. He's getting all the touchdowns.
Josh
what is
Allen,
it? Shakir, Mac Hollins, Kincaid. These people aren't going to win you the game. There's just no way. It's got to be a Josh Allen touchdown to win the game, saying, who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah, but spin this around and let's look at Kansas City. Offensively, this is the worst offensive talent team that they've had all year. They lost everybody like 3 weeks into the season. So you could say the same thing about Kansas City's offense. Somehow do they have heart?
I don't even know. When I see them play.
They got I know what they do. They got Taylor Swift and all of the money she's bringing in. So they can't cut the season short. That's what it is.
They got to go as far as possible. And Travis Kelce, he doesn't even look like he wants to be there anymore. I think he retires after this year.
No. If they pull this off, he wins 3 in a row, which I
think he retires.
I think he goes and he records an album with her, and he just films the podcast
and wins all the money. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah, shit. So for those reasons, that can't happen because we don't want Taylor Swift's new album to be featuring
Lil Trav. Is that his name? Because I can see that.
Little Trav. Mm-hmm. I don't fucking know what it is. It's probably some gay shit like that. Trav the second. Yeah. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. I said it last year. Our only hope last year was Lamar Jackson.
Because he wasn't going to done this year either.
He didn't get the job done this year. But here we go again. It's like deja vu all over again. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, the winner goes to the Super Bowl. Godspeed. Have we seen this in our lifetime with any other team?
No.
Like Tom Brady,
Yeah, but they
Peyton
only had
Manning,
like those 3
kinda?
years, but it was like a year and then a year off, and then a year and then a year off. Never this consistent. Never just every
Yeah.
year the playoffs come, they are playing. They will play each other. Like they know it. They know it.
Just
That's the thing.
gosh.
That's the thing. Even if they don't see each other in the schedule, like I know I'm going to see this bitch ass at the end of the season, so I need to watch tape on him all year long.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Son of a bitch.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah. I'm rooting for Bills. I'm rooting for the Bills. I'm rooting for the Bills. I'm rooting for the Bills. I think everybody on the East Coast, the middle of the country,
Sure.
except for Kansas City or Kansas, Missouri, wherever they play, and the West Coast. I think everybody, it's safe to say 49 states are rooting
I'm gonna
for
be
the
honest, I'm
Buffalo
rooting for the
Bills
Chiefs.
this weekend.
I want my revenge.
well, because you got your own problems going on over there.
I want my revenge.
You got your own things going on over there. No, I don't think that's really what you want. I don't think that's really what you want, because do you really think Roger Goodell is going to let that happen? What benefits does Roger Goodell have for the Eagles winning and not the three-peat with Patrick Mahomes
because then it creates
and Taylor
a
Swift?
vengeance between these two powerhouse teams in different divisions. So when they meet again, it's the best of three. And then it creates a whole world of people who hate each other in the NFL. We took away your three-peat. Well, you took away our Super Bowl that we deserved off of, which considerably could be a bad flag that happened in the Super Bowl. And now we've gotten our revenge, but now you want your Super Bowl back again from us. So maybe we meet them again when they're on another three-peat run. Maybe they go in another 2 years and they go bang, bang
Do you hear what
again.
you just said?
No one wants that. No one wants that.
No way. I think those headlines that you just spit out only will be printed in the city of Philadelphia. I don't think those
I think a
headlines
sick game
will
would
be
be
making it
the
nationally.
Eagles Bills, but I do think we could take down the Bills. They don't have very many offensive weapons. And Josh Allen isn't going to be running all over this defense. That's just not happening.
They got heart. And you know who's got a good heart? DeMar Hamlin.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence. He's still there.
He's still alive. What are we talking about?
Yeah, he's still playing. There, right?
I don't know how that son of a bitch is suiting up every day after he just died pretty much
gives me a lot of hope
in Cincinnati.
Anytime that I'm tired, I'm like, I got to go to the gym. I'm like, WWWDH, you know? What would DeMar Hamlin do?
Yeah.
So I lay on the floor for 45 minutes more. and then I
yeah. I call out for help. Yeah, on the floor. Nice. No, all the best for DeMar Hamlin. I'm rooting for the Bills. Okay. I'm rooting for the Bills. I want the Bills to go. I would like Super Bowl matchup that Manny Mons would like to see. I would like to see the Bills, Washington Commanders.
No one wants that.
Yeah, that hasn't happened. Those two teams haven't played each other.
That's never
since
happened.
1992.
The Bills have never been in the Super Bowl.
It's happened. The Bills were in the Super Bowl 4 times in a row, and they lost 4 times.
Yeah, but I don't count it because they didn't win.
Oh, that's
terrible. Actually, you're right. I forgot about
one of those what
a terrible curse.
It's terrible, but it's actually pretty impressive.
Lose 4 times.
Every year, like that 4-year run, they're like, "This has got to be it, right?"
After the second one, I'm like, "We gotta win this time. Come on, who's it gonna be?
We got to do it."
Nope.
The Giants, they lost to Washington. They lost to Dallas. They lost to the Giants. And then who was the 4th? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They lost 4 in a row and haven't been back since.
I would quit being a Bills fan. I would quit. I'd have to think like I am the curse on the team.
Well, I think I've asked you that question before. Like,
we've talked about this.
If you could go to the Super Bowl, like 5 times in a row, would you choose that over winning one in the next decade?
Yeah, I don't know, but we're definitely going to win 1 out of 5, or it's unsure.
No, you're not. You're
going to lose.
You're going to go. No, you're losing. You're losing 4 in a row, but you're going to win one.
I take the one
in a decade. Yeah, I probably agree because
Yeah.
if I'm not already dead by then, because of just like
Because I'd be
just the
broke. I'd be
heart
broke. Because after the
palpitations I'm
second
gonna
Super
have.
Bowl, I'd be like, this is the one. I'm putting all my money on it. And then they lose again. I'm like, I got to get my money back.
That's exactly why everybody that lives in Buffalo can
They're
never
broke.
leave because they're all broke. They put all their
The
money
Super
on
Bowl.
the Bills
Yeah.
winning
They're
one of those
stuck
Super
there. They've
Bowls,
been
and
in
it didn't pay
irreversible
out.
debt since the
There's
90s because of the Bills.
yeah. Don't worry, honey. I mortgaged the
Yeah.
house, but it's a for sure thing. Nobody goes to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
2
It's a
years in a
fact.
row and then
Yeah.
loses.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a fact,
Yeah.
honey. I
Yeah.
asked the Google. It's a fact. I don't even think Google was in the 90s, but yeah, I don't know. So there you go. There was our long rant on the
Yeah.
upcoming
Yeah.
games this weekend. Let's see.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough. All right.
Yeah.
Now, moving on from the teams that are going to the Super Bowl, because we already know who's going to win it. I got some fun facts for you. Fun facts with Mikey Bugatti. Listen to these. Listen to these. Cowboys fans, tune in. Jayden Daniels and Jalen Hurts grew up, went to college, became pro athletes, and they both made it to the championship game before the Cowboys. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that
Oof.
crazy? And Dak
Mhm.
Prescott gets paid more than both of them.
I think the Giants have more playoff wins than the Cowboys right now.
They might. I could see that happening. Speaking of playoff wins and speaking of playoff losses, the Eagles beat the Rams so bad, Matt Stafford is thinking about retiring now. I don't know if you saw that. He's thinking about this might be the end for him just because we beat him. So who's next? Jayden Daniels, you looking to retire? Because we'll help you.
That would be wild. After we just fired this guy up, how he could go just like break all these all-time records, set unbelievable records, and then you'd be like, he loses,
Yeah,
and
I'm
he's like,
over it.
actually, I'm going to retire.
I'm over it. And
Yeah,
now
I'm over it.
here's another one for you. Eagles are 4-0 when Jake Elliott misses an extra point, which this bitch ass has been missing kicks every single game. Every time he gets up, he used to be automatic. In fantasy, he was one of the guys you wanted. Chicken Little. Now when I see him get behind that ball, I'm like, don't fucking miss this right now. Please don't miss. And then he misses, and I'm like, wow, it's 6-0. Great. Now game is completely closed.
Yeah.
So hopefully he misses a point after this next game and the game after that.
It was cracking me up when they would like run out to the field and like have to clean
What kind
off
of rule
the
is
spot
that they
for him
can't
to
get a
kick.
towel?
Right there was cracking me up.
What is this? All of a sudden, we're not allowed to have resources to just dust the field?
I don't know. They want to have 20 game seasons, but we can't use towels or anything to clean up
This
spots
guy's rolling
when
in the
it's
snow
fucking
to just
snowing.
move it aside. And I'm like, what are we doing? There's a towel on your waist.
I was just making me. I was hoping that he would slip and fall during one of those kicks.
I did think that too. I was like, how are they not going to slip right now? You know, I'm running pretty full speed.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Pretty full speed for you there.
That would have been great.
But that's it for the fun facts. We're going. I already know. I'm already emotionally invested now to the point that I know we're going.
And
we know we're playing.
You're playing
We're getting
in the Super Bowl.
Sorry, New York.
Damn it!
It's gonna be another Patrick Mahomes owns you again. This is not the year you get the hump. It's just not the year. It's not the year.
All right. Having said that, Manny Maserati says slam the fucking bets on the Super Bowl matchup to be the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Absolutely drop some coin on this. You will be very happy.
I see it. I see the Eagles are going to win. And why do I want the Eagles to win the Super Bowl? Why I get emotional now that this team is here?
Why?
Because this is the reason why. Cue the music, all right? Because the little college football that I watched Jalen Hurts get hate in Alabama and then become one of the most loved QBs a school after. Because the hometown guy is back to Pennsylvania after being in Penn State, where he was made to feel worthless in New York and now is breaking records. Because they said Devontae Smith was too small to win the Heisman Trophy, and then he wins it. okay? Because N'Kobe Dean brought us here, and we're playing for him. Because Brandon Graham brought us here, and we're playing for him. Because Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is playing for his dad. When he didn't win the Super Bowl in 2004 against the Patriots, he's going to get the ring because we are the best team in the NFL. Because fly, Eagles, fly. That is why we're winning the Super Bowl. You got chills. I got chills. All right? I'm almost teared up over here.
I'm just thinking of that. No, I'm just thinking of that meme when that lady's like she's like, "Go Eagles," and she spells Eagles totally wrong.
All right, come on now. It's the mayor.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking about. It's like, "Go Eagles." It's like, "Go Eagles." It's like EAGLES. Eagles,
Yeah,
Eagles.
she's the mayor of the city too, which is even better.
That's hysterical. Yeah, I'm sorry to just kill your whole moment right there. Yeah, you know who Josh Allen's playing for?
Cue the music.
Cue the music. Josh Allen's playing for. Cue the music. Josh Allen's playing for 375 blue collar workers stuck in Buffalo, New York. Josh Allen is playing for all of those guys that lost all that money on those 4 Super Bowls that the Buffalo Bills went to and did not win one. Josh Allen is playing for, this is it, last time playing in the stadium. But actually, shit, I think Kansas City's got home field, right? Never mind. Okay, we'll cut that out. But Josh Allen he's playing for every sports fan out there that has a friend like Mikey Bugatti, who is an Eagles fan, who you absolutely hate, who steals your best players and then wins all of the games. And then you have to jump on a podcast with them every week and talk about how good the Eagles are doing when they're winning 14 games and Saquon Barkley's running for 200,000 yards with like 17 million points, and he's unbelievable, and now he's a spring chicken again, and he might play for 10 more years. Josh Allen is playing for all of those people that don't want to see that happen and want to see the birds fly south because the birds can't fly in the winter. They hibernate. Josh Allen is playing for all of those. And before Josh Allen's playing for all those, fucking Jayden Daniels is playing for all those this weekend. Okay? What the hell is the name of that stadium? I don't know. It's a fucking terrible stadium in Washington. It sucks. What team? They're the Commanders. That team sucks. They are mad. They're pissed. Our team sucks. We were called the football team 2 years ago. What kind of name is that? Nobody likes us. We hated. We're the Washington football team. We suck. Here we are, 1 game away from the Super Bowl. They got heart. And you best believe it's going to be a good game. Follow us on all social media.
It's just 40 minutes of us screaming.
Yeah. I had a torpedo. It sucked. Good night, everybody. It's a 1. Good night.
All right, let's that's what they're playing for right there. Clip that. That's what we're playing for right there. You see those memes where it's like the Jedis and it's the Chiefs with the red lightsaber and then the Anakin Skywalker with the blue, and then all around him is the Bills, and then like all of the teams like superheroes. They're different states, and it's just everyone against.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's just the Chiefs and Taylor Swift on the other side.
God damn it! And usually, I bet you agree. I will, if I had to pick, I would always prefer to be the underdog. I don't know how Kansas City plays with them always being the favorite, and they fucking do it. I don't know how they do it.
I agree being the underdog because the hungry dog runs faster in that one, but for some reason these bitch ass Chiefs are always the favorite. And here's what I think will happen. Well, let's say the Eagles do go and they play the Chiefs. The Eagles have to be the favorite. There is no world that the Chiefs would be the favorite in that game.
No, the Eagles have home
in the Super Bowl.
Advantage.
I'm saying there's no world in which the Chiefs are the favorite if they play the Eagles. Our team is better.
I disagree. The Eagles will definitely not be the favorite.
I know they won't, but I think they should be.
Yeah. Definitely. Look at the talent that they have. But this is the sole fact why they won't be. The Patrick Mahomes, and they're potentially
That's the
on the
only
verge
reason.
of the repeat.
No one in New Orleans likes them, so that's a great
Taylor
place
Swift.
for them to go play. Good place for them to
True.
go play.
Very true.
Let's get into these beers and the reason why it's making me so emotional over here. I got the fourth quarter sports drink inspired sour ale with natural flavors from Prairie Artisan Ales. And if you hear this, it's almost done. I haven't finished a beer on here in a long time. This is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
You know
This is a good beer. Maybe because I was amped up throughout this entire episode, but I'm liking this beer. Am I having this at dinner? Yeah, I would have like one or two of these at dinner. I'm not gonna lie. This goes good with a nice burger or something like that, right? Hold on, let me get another sip in here.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I would have these at a tailgate. They go down smooth. And it's 6%. So I'm catching fire fast when I'm having these. Scale of 1 to 10. This is like an 8.1. It's got a lemon and lime. This is almost like if Sprite was a beer.
That's nice.
Okay, and a nice cold Sprite every now and then from McDonald's with the extra fizziness off the gun. There's something that don't beat that for some reason. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. All right. Do you feel like you're going to have a big fourth quarter in this upcoming game?
Typically, we're a second half team, I feel. I feel we score a lot more points in the latter half of the game. And if you saw that early in the season, we couldn't score in the first quarter. Like, we literally just didn't score in the first quarter for the first 7 games. It was kind of abysmal. I'm watching my team just go 4-0. But then for some reason, I don't know what you're saying at halftime. They're like, all right, you can pick it up now. Like, all right, go ahead, turn it on there. And then they start scoring. So, yeah, I think fourth quarter is going to be the most scoringest quarter in the Eagles game this weekend.
Predictions.
30-14 Eagles.
Do I need to tell you why Jayden Daniels and who he's playing for right now? Do I got to do we need to run this back?
I think
they were called the football
team's going to run
2
into
years
some trouble
ago
when they see our defense. They beat us that one time without Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts
this year,
we brought in Kenny Pickett and Tanner McKee, who played incredible. But they are our backup babies, our backup children.
But how was your defense?
Our defense was crazy good. We're the best in the whole world. Let me find it. I don't know how I forgot how that went.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, because you could take Jalen Hurts out of the equation completely. Jalen Hurts ain't going to win you this game. I need to know.
Yeah, Jayden Daniels had 5 touchdowns, but he had 2 interceptions. Those are costly interceptions. Where the Eagles on the other side, Kenny Pickett had 1 touchdown.
Have 5 touchdowns.
Saquon had 2 touchdowns, and we only lost by 3.
Yeah.
So tell me on what planet this team's going to win all of a sudden when our guy is back and our defense is the same. Yeah.
Because the hungry dog eats all the time. That's why. And I'm going to do this super quick for you because you guys want to get out of here and go listen to some Joe Rogan probably. Torpedo, Sierra Nevada Torpedo.
Oh, he's
Extra
drunk.
IPA 7.2 Torpedo. I'm wasted. That's why these rants were terrific. Am I going to have this at dinner? Yeah, it wasn't horrible. I would have this at dinner. I don't know. I guess, after having 68 beers now, because we're going on, this is our 68th episode, I would be more of an aficionado of beer. This just tastes like a fucking IPA. I can't taste anything different. Okay, so for those reasons, I guess I'd have it at dinner. I would, if somebody's popped this out of a cooler and said Torpedo, and I'm sitting in Giant Stadium, I'd say, yep, because that's how I feel. Torpedo, so I'd probably have 1. Yeah. It's the color of the team that fucking robbed us. Wow. Disrespect. What am I giving this? I'm giving this a fucking 0 because it reminds me of the Giants and how they torpedoed our franchise and set us back.
Well, we have an additional question for you for that
years,
beer. Would you have that beer right before you decided the fate of your team on the all-star player and before deciding to trade it? Or would you not have that beer?
I think they cut this part out of Hard Knocks. I think they all sat around and slugged that, and they were like, we're not even going to offer him a contract. Let's torpedo this bitch.
Let him go.
All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on our social media at IHAB Podcast. Share this episode with a friend. Make sure they listen to it before these matchups so they get the intelligence that we just provided you and the breakdown on how these games are going to go. Big games. One more to go, and then it's all over for the NFL.
You listen
Mike
to it
Bugatti,
all.
any
You
final
got the
words?
peaks. You got the most important part of sports here on IHAB. Let's go into the conference champions with a smile on before you might not have one after this. The Super Bowl is coming soon, and the NFL might be over, but IHAB is always here. Manny Motts, I'd have a beer.
I'd have a beer.